Hi, welcome to your astrology for the week of January 16th to January 22nd, 2014. And on January 16th, Venus in Capricorn squares Mars in Libra. So we definitely want to watch out for overexertion, because Capricorn takes a very conservative and slow and steady type of approach, while Mars wants to rush in. We also want to watch out for how we are approaching our relationships. We definitely want to make sure that we confront anything that we haven't confronted, and Libra doesn't like that. But we also want to make sure that we are tactful in how we come across with regards to those things we need to confront in our relationships. Venus is retrograde still, so this is definitely having us be more reflective about our relationships and about our own sense of morale, as well as there could be some amount of justice being sought, and we could be trying to champion underdogs during this time as well. There could also be some reflection upon our careers as well, and our public standing, and also on authority figures and how we really feel about authority figures, and maybe a certain amount of healing could occur around those themes. Mercury in Aquarius sextiles Uranus and Aries on that same day, so we've got a lot more insights coming in, and we want to make sure that we're not too impulsive to act on those insights, because Aries will have us feeling a bit impatient about wanting change to occur. So, and Mercury in Aquarius will definitely be having things coming at us, at lightning speed. And there could be a lot that could be started during this time in regards to change and revolution, and bringing awareness to certain issues. All right, Neptune sextiles the South Node in Taurus and trines the North Node in Scorpio. So Neptune is all about our intuition and our compassionate natures, as well as illusion and deception. So we're really coming clean in a way about what our true values are, and how we feel about money, and how we can maybe make more money. But it's also about bringing forth what has been hidden, and really shedding light on any dark areas of our own selves, of our own subconscious tendencies, and really healing those parts of ourselves that we haven't been able to accept before. And now we're really confronting those things and becoming, transforming them in the process. We're also looking at, the health of our oceans and the shared resources that we have on this planet. And Neptune also rules the ocean, so we're kind of having more compassion towards the, plants and animals that are suffering from pollution. And we want to do something to change this stuff. So this is also kind of being represented here. The Moon in Leo squares the North and South nodes in Scorpio and Taurus. And this is definitely going to be bringing up some of our emotions surrounding letting go of certain things, and moving toward making this world a better place. So this is bringing up all the outmoded values and all of the ways we look at money that maybe aren't healthy, and also looking at all those subconscious tendencies. And this could trigger us a bit and kind of cause dramatic displays, but we could also channel those emotions and use them for creative purpose that can help to bring more awareness to these issues. And also, we can kind of channel that into something more productive. All right, the moon in Leo trines Uranus and Aries, and this is definitely going to have more unexpected things happening and maybe unconventional ideas thrown about. And it could even bring up unexpected emotions that we just didn't expect. And we could even channel that into something creative as well. Or there could be emotions surrounding our children that are unexpected. And also in romance. And then Moon in Leo opposes Mercury in Aquarius. So this kind of is making it a little more difficult for us to express our emotions, but it's a challenge for us to integrate more of what, we feel in regards to our children, our creativity, and romance, and sex. So Mercury in Aquarius is trying to get us to maybe talk about these things with our friends, or talk about these things and bring more light onto these issues. And it could also bring up some tensions surrounding, our children and sex and creativity. But if we actually give our friends a chance, an objective, allow them to have their own objective viewpoint in the matter, we could actually learn something new from them. All right, and on January 17th, 2014, the moon in Leo sextiles Mars in Libra. So this is great for utilizing our creativity, especially if it's something active and emotionally involved. So we could really, and if it has anything to do with beauty and love, then that's even better. It's also great for boosting our relationships and our romance and allowing ourselves to really express our love for another. On January 18th, 2014, the moon in Leo squares Saturn in Scorpio. So there could be a little bit of blockages when it comes to creative projects on this day, and our challenge is really to try to find a structured way of dealing with these creative projects, or even dealing with our children, or with romance, and even sex. But yeah, if we take things slow, steady, and in a very structured, step-by-step manner, then we can really work towards focusing a little more and push through those blocks on that day. And then Pluto in Capricorn sextiles Chiron and Pisces, with Mercury in Aquarius on the midpoint. So we've got Pluto going on, transformation of, taking something that is hidden and bringing it to light. And then we've got Chiron and Pisces, which is all about healing our wounds, even from past life wounds. So they're very similar in some sense. So a lot of unconscious stuff could be coming up, subconscious stuff that needs to be healed. And Mercury is right there on the midpoint in Aquarius, bringing light on these issues. And the best way to really deal with this is to actually communicate how you're feeling, and communicate maybe anything that you just haven't actually shared with anybody. You have to, of course, make sure that it's someone that you trust, or even like a counselor or a therapist would be a good idea to talk to, since they would have a very objective viewpoint on these things, and they can help you to heal a little faster, possibly. And then the moon in Virgo trines the south node in Taurus and sextiles the north node in Scorpio. This is definitely bringing up, issues surrounding health, as well as service to others. And maybe we, are able to change our values surrounding what we, think of as service, and also how we think of, health, and really the health of our natural resources is also a factor in this, and we have to try to, look at how our health personally can affect the collective in the sense of shared resources. So trying to become more conscientious about what we can do on a daily basis that helps to serve the whole by making our own decisions in regards to how we treat our own bodies. All right, and then on January 19th, the moon in Virgo opposes Neptune in Pisces. So there will be probably a challenge in staying on task to a degree. Either you won't be imaginative enough, or you'll be off in daydream land when you should be doing your work. So we will definitely feel a bit more practical about our emotions and be able to maybe change our diet to help us feel better, and also help others to help us feel better as well. So there could be a lot of compassion on this day for others, and we might actually be able to do something about it. And then the moon in Virgo opposes Chiron in Pisces. So this is definitely bringing up certain tensions regarding past hurts, and we're going to have to deal with those wounds that we haven't healed. But we might be able to do something for someone else as well, and be able to help heal someone else. Okay, and then the moon in Virgo trines Pluto in Capricorn. So this is definitely going to be bringing our subconscious tendencies right under the surface of our own emotions, and we will be kind of dealing with those things very gently, very easily, able to kind of go through those things and still be able to work hard and work towards our long-term goals. Then the moon in Virgo sextiles Jupiter, which is still retrograde in Cancer, and this is definitely more more steps towards our long-term dreams, and towards maybe thinking of how our inner philosophy can actually help others, and also how we can help ourselves even. Then the sun moves into Aquarius. And Aquarius is all about friendships, hopes, wishes, dreams, and helping humanity, and being a part of the community, and working towards an idealistic vision in a community setting. It also can bring unexpected insights and can be sort of unconventional in the way it is, and can be pretty off the wall when it comes to, its ideas. All right. The moon in Virgo trines Venus in Capricorn. So this is a great day for making amends and enjoying romance, and also work should be pretty harmonious as well. Though we may have a tendency to be a little bit more reflective about how we feel than usual, and reflective about maybe how we feel about our bosses and our coworkers and people we work with. Then the moon in Virgo sextiles Saturn in Scorpio. So this is actually great for working towards, our long-term visions, and taking those step-by-step measures in order to get things done at a very slow, steady, and practical pace. It also could help us in dealing with our emotions, dealing with the transformations we're going through, and dealing with our subconscious tendencies. And on January 21st, the moon in Libra trines to the sun in Aquarius. So this is a great day for sharing ideas, having intellectual stimulation of sorts, and also getting together with friends and really just maybe even going out in your community and communicating any ideas you have with others. And it should be a pretty easygoing day. The moon being in harmony with the sun always makes our emotions a little lighter, especially in an air sign. So we can even talk about our emotions in a less subjective way, more objective, or be able to see the other person's side of how they're feeling as well. Then the moon in Libra opposes Uranus in Aries and creates a grand cross with Jupiter in Cancer opposing the midpoint of Pluto and Venus in Capricorn. So, the moon opposing Uranus will have maybe some insights that kind of shakes us to the core and to the core of our emotions. But if we can integrate it, then we can actually learn a lot about how we're feeling and how we're feeling in our relationships, as well as insights about ourselves that we might not have known before. And with the Grand Cross happening, Jupiter opposing the midpoint of Pluto and Venus, well, there's sort of a difficulty in dealing with our unconscious drives within our relationships and what our inner philosophy really is. So we're kind of dealing with, a little bit of tension between those things, and there's kind of a need for learning and going within yourself before you can really be able to deal with it, especially if you're in a relationship. And since it's in Capricorn, Pluto and Venus are in Capricorn, there could even be issues regarding inner life and outer life, or home life and career. And so we're going to have to try to make adjustments there and try to integrate those things as much as possible. All right, and then those being square to the oppositions, the moon and Libra opposition with Uranus and Aries, then we're kind of dealing with a whole shindig of self, other, inner, outer, and really just trying to find a balance in all those avenues of life. And also learning new things when it comes to dealing with the tensions. In opposition, it really is like a learning experience, because you've got two different points of view, at the same time, and really integrating it is where the best stuff is. All right, on January 22nd, the Sun in Aquarius creates a T-square with the North and South nodes in Scorpio and Taurus. So the Sun in Aquarius is definitely shedding more light when it comes to those areas, and it could bring unexpected events when it comes to what we value and what we're trying to become more aware of. So this could definitely bring up maybe tensions within even friendships when we're discussing values and the transformations being made in our world. Then the moon in Libra squares Pluto and Capricorn. So how we're feeling about relationships is going to be shaken up a little bit by Pluto and Capricorn, because Pluto is going to be bringing up those subconscious tendencies and maybe subconscious tendencies when it comes to authority figures as well. So we're going to have to try to deal with those subconscious things and try to smooth out the difficulties of actually becoming more aware of that stuff. And then the moon in Libra squares Jupiter in Cancer. And so another difficulty with trying to bring our inner philosophy into our relationships, and also being aware of how we're feeling emotionally when it comes to our relationships, and being open and honest about those things. And then Moon in Libra squares Venus in Capricorn. So we've got the Moon in Libra and then Venus in Capricorn. So definitely bringing up issues in regards to relationships, and also maybe a difficulty in balancing our relationships with our career life. And so we should definitely watch out how we come across to our bosses or other authority figures or even potential employers. So yeah. Then the Moon in Libra trines Mercury in Aquarius. This helps us to be able to express our emotions a little easier and be objective about them and share new insights that we have and be able to have more insights about our own emotions, as well as insights about our relationships. And hanging out with friends should be a good idea as well. You could probably share your emotions easier with your friends and share your emotions in your relationships as well. Then the Moon conjuncts Mars in Libra, and on this day you will have a lot more energy, and you can put a lot of energy into your relationships. You just want to make sure that on these days when the Moon conjuncts Mars that you're getting plenty of exercise, and maybe doing something active with your partner and something that is emotionally fulfilling can help your relationship have more energy and less arguments. All right. Thanks for watching this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great week, and I will talk to you next week.